With all of the recent changes in the game, you're probably wondering which army is the best to use at the moment, and it seems like it's a toss-up between Hydra and the Super Witches. So today, we're going to compare these two armies side by side, and I'm going to be dragging you guys along with me in Legends League to find out which army's better. So stay tuned. Alright, first off, let's take a look at Hydra. Now, the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to show a replay for each attack, and then I'll do a few Legends League hits. I'm not going to show you guys all 8 Legends League hits with both accounts, right? Because then this would be basically a movie, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So, the replay for this attack, I'll kind of explain how it goes. If you look at the army here at the bottom, I've got the Healing Tome, Eternal Tome, Giant Arrow, Healer Puppet, Rage, Giant Gauntlet, and then Healer Puppet and Hog. So this is a pretty free-to-play army for the most part. So this is a lot cheaper than the Super Witch army, but is it as good? That's what we're going to find out today. So, what the goal is here is you're going to create a funnel using the recall spell to funnel your dragons to kind of keep them all in a clump together. And the way that I do that, let me hurry and speed this up here a little bit, is I send my queen at the bottom and my king at the little top area on this side to take out these little compartments. That way, the dragons are going to be funneled into the compartment here with the ricochet cannon and the multi-archer tower. Now, I really like having the giant arrow with this army. 1, because you can snipe air defenses and air sweepers, but 2, it is such a great tool to deal with the invisibility sections of the base. And you're actually going to see a cool way that I tackle that on this base here. After I get this air defense, because that's kind of the main thing I want to get with my queen here, I recall her and I use her at the top left here to trigger both invis towers, and then I hurry and spam everything down, and then I'll actually just ×1 it to the rest of this. And I make sure that I get this in the Warden ability, and then when you use your clone spells, right, you want to drop them kind of in a line like this so that when the balloons are deployed out of the clan castle, they go into the different areas and they spread throughout the entire base. And you can use your rage with the balloons or the dragons if you don't think you need them with the balloons, or with your heroes if you think that's the best thing. And you can see the core of this base has just been demolished because of that clone bomb. You're not always going to get a clone bomb that's this good, but the funnel that was created, look at this, all the dragons are together. That's exactly what you want. The heroes are going to take on that back end. They're going to kind of meet together here in the middle. So really what you need to do is kind of set the funnel on one side with your king, the other side with your queen. Use the recall to either get value with her somewhere else or to set a better funnel, or to save her. You could do that too. But this is crushed. Anyway, let's go into a live Legends League hit with this army, and I will be right back with that. Okay, so this is the base that we've got. Right now, I'm thinking that I want to try and snipe. This is going to be kind of tricky. Now, what I think I might do is have my king go into this right compartment. That's really easy to funnel him there, right? I can just put him on any one of those buildings and he'll eventually go into that air defense area. And I can actually snipe both sweepers and 2 air defenses with my queen here at the bottom, and that sets a great funnel, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put our king here. We're going to funnel him into that air defense compartment. He's going to take care of that compartment there for the most part, and then I don't have to worry about it. And then I can use my queen down here to snipe both air sweepers and 2 air defenses and set the funnel on this side. I'm actually going to rage him up so that he takes less damage from the ricochet cannon and then goes in there and deals with that and the multi-arch tower and the scatter. Oh, that's such good value from the king. That's honestly kind of crazy. Once the queen gets a little bit more value, I'm actually going to just start spamming all the dragons down. Okay, once this bomb tower goes down, okay, everything's going to kind of be stuck on the side here. I'm going to delay my blimp just a tiny bit so that I know that it gets more value, gets deeper into the base. And then we'll Warden ability with the king in there too. That way everything gets healed and is alive and invincible for a while. And then I'm actually going to kind of do my line of clones a little bit like diagonally, like not how I normally would, if that makes sense. And then I'm not going to rage the balloons either because they're going to die in the town hall poison, so that would be useless. I'm actually going to rage right over here. And then we're going to freeze this area too. I'm trying to look for a place to put my royal champion now. Obviously the ice golems came out. That's not ideal, but that's still okay. And then we're going to have that ricochet cannon go down. My queen is still going to keep getting value. And then we're going to put our royal champion here because I want that air defense to go down. And I'm going to start looking for places where I can put my baby dragon to help clean up. Time is not ever really an issue with this army, so you don't have to worry too much about it. This army is just so fast. And we're having the dragon split a little bit. That's obviously not ideal either, but we've got a recall spell. I might end up using the recall spell with my royal champion here, to be honest. We can wall break our queen into this area too. That way she'll get more value. I think we should still have this. Let's use our royal champion ability now. She's going to get rid of the heroes there. And then we can recall her, we can recall something else too, and this base looks crushed. I'm telling you, this army I have almost 0 experience with, and it was so easy and fast to learn. This is definitely one of the easiest armies to learn to like spam and still have it be really good. And we're even going to swag our recall spell. We don't even need it this raid. All right, let's keep going. By the way, I'm probably going to mention this a few times. I really don't have a whole lot of experience with Hydra, so if I can pull this off in Legends League today, then you guys definitely can too. It is a pretty easy attack to learn. Let's see, where are the sweepers facing? That way. Okay, so we got the sweepers here. We've got all 4 air defenses. This is going to seem weird, but I'm going to put my king and queen at the same side. And you're going to find out why. Because I need this gold mine and this gold storage to go down so that I can snipe through the middle and get 2 air defenses and the things with my queen. And we're going to break him into here. Okay, well, that idea didn't work. Uh-oh. Well, all right. What do we do now? We're going to put 1 dragon here. Oh, that was really dumb. Let's freeze her. We need... This is going to seem weirder and weirder as this attack goes on. I need that big building to go down. Then I can try and snipe things, right? Oh, you see? It worked. My plan worked. We're going to find out if this was a good plan or not. Okay, I do need to make sure my queen stays alive. We're actually going to rage the queen because I just don't want her to go down. And I don't need the rage on the town hall area on this raid. Okay, that should get all of the things spread out. Okay, yep, we're good. Okay, I think that was a good plan, right? I didn't really need the rage there. Let's send the Royal Champion to this side. We're actually going to use the ability kind of early because I want the air defense to go down quickly. Oh, this was maybe not a good idea. Now we're going to have to deal with ice golems. I can recall my queen still. Keep that in mind. That's good. Luckily, there's not a whole lot of defenses in the area where the ice golems are freezing us up, so I'm not having to deal with that a whole lot. Okay, we're going to recall our queen now. We're going to stick her on this side with everybody else. And I still think we got this. You see, that was a goofy plan, right? And you kind of had to think on my feet a little bit to deal with, to snipe both of the sweepers, but I think it's going to end up working out. Oh, I wish that Dragon Rider would have got that building. That would have made me feel a lot better. Because we have the best air defense in the game, the King, coming up. We got a lot of dragons, though, man. Like, a lot of dragons. Let's just put down, sure, an archer there. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. Okay, the king should go down kind of quickly, though, right? All right, I think we're good. Woo! That was close, but we got it. This attack's pretty freaking strong. If I can 3-star doing what I did at the start of this, then yeah, that's good news. All right, let's keep testing this out. All right, looks like we get a base with some air defenses that are in the middle. We got the sweepers there. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can snipe. This one's a little bit trickier. Maybe I can put my queen at this little spell tower thingy and see if I can get her to snipe something there. We're going to put this here. We're going to put our king here. I want to break him into this compartment and get that air defense. We're going to find out if that works or not. Now, kind of this angle is going to be a little weird. Okay, we do get it. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Well, rip king. Oh, he's going the right way. That's pretty lucky. Okay, I don't want my queen to die. So we're actually going to do this. Actually, this is going to seem weird, but I'm going to just put it right back down. And we'll... Of course, the king draws the CC again. Never lucky. I was really hoping... Oh, I did get my queen in the ability. I was going to say, I'm really hoping I can get my queen in there. One here, one here, one here. Those might be a little far spaced, but we're going to find out. Nope. Okay, we might be okay. Last one. Oh, nice. Okay, we're going to get them to spread out a little bit. I kind of like how that worked out. Queen's still alive. Good, good. Get that. Okay, we're good. Now, I have a freeze that I can use with... You know, I might actually put my Royal Champion on this and to help those dragons, that little group there. I'm going to freeze the Archer Queen and the air defense once we get a little bit closer. Well, she moved right when I did it, but we got it. Now I just need something to get the queen. Go get the queen! And then the Dragon Rider should get the air defense, right? Nice. Okay, so that worked out. Royal Champion's still alive. We got the queen who's still healthy. Yeah, this one's looking pretty good too. Man, I'm telling you guys, this army's so good. I've said this a few times already. I don't really have that much experience with this army, so if I'm tripling like this back to back to back, yeah. Oh, nice! I get some gems. I mean, you guys can do it too. This really is a pretty easy army to learn. The hardest part about this army is sniping stuff with the queen, like deciding what to snipe and how to angle it right, but it really isn't super hard, right? Just practice on yourself, friendly challenge or whatever, and then you should get it down. But this one's pretty crushed too. Look at that. We still have a minute left basically, and we still have quite a few dragons and stuff, and a full health queen. All right, here we go. On a base like this, we have both of the sweepers facing away from the town hall. We've got air defenses in each corner. I can snipe the air defense, maybe 2 air defenses and the sweeper from the army camp. And honestly, I might actually do it from the bottom because I don't want to draw the CC. So that's why I would do it that way. Yeah, let's try that. I don't know that I get this one here, but... we didn't get the sweeper. That's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to like a blimp. Or a Stone Slammer, and we're going to do the Town Hall that way. And then I'm going to have my king go to the right, where he's going to get the air defense, and then maybe... I'm actually going to activate his ability so he gets the drill and the air defense, so then he goes outside, if that makes sense. Oh, okay, he goes inside. Never mind. That was a terrible plan. Maybe I get the Town Hall with him, though. Okay, this actually works out even better than I thought it was going to. We draw the CC, right? But that's not the biggest deal. I still do the Stone Slammer now. Can we get the Royal Champion? Oh, that would have been sick. I'm actually going to rage my queen up right here just so the healers can out-heal the Ricochet Cannon. That should be the next target, right? And then we're going to spam from right here. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put my Royal Champion yet. Maybe what I'll do is I'll wait a minute so that she goes kind of to the the monolith kind of on the inside of the base. Come on, get the blimp. Boom! Okay, I think that's a pretty good warding ability. And again, I'm going to send the Royal Champion into the middle of the base. We're going to still... Oh, what happened to my queen? Rip. Everything's frozen up. Okay, we get some Dragon Rider clones too, so that, I know, who knows if that's going to be good or not. Okay, let's activate the Royal Champion ability, that way she can get rid of the Royal Champion. Hopefully we can get the sweeper tail quickly too, because that's kind of annoying. Nice, okay, I still think we've got this one. Yeah. So, I mean, you can still, right, you don't have to be a pro to 3-star with this army, because this is obviously not the greatest attack in the world, right? Hydra is just good. And the healers honestly kind of clutched it up with switching to the Royal Champion too. That's kind of nice. Look at her. She's still really healthy. Man, we crushed this base too. Look at that. Still got plenty of time left. We got a ton of dragons and stuff left over. So it ended up kind of working out that the king went to the Town Hall. I was thinking that I would just send the balloon in that way and then ward an ability when the Town Hall dies, which I think still would have tripled that way too. But, I mean, we'll take what we can get, right? Man, I might actually, like, just... go 320 with both armies today. That's crazy. All right, now that we've had a chance to kind of test out Hydra a little bit and see how good that is, really good, obviously, we're going to do the Super Witch army next. Now, this is a replay from yesterday. Basically, with this army, what you want to do is get decent value and chunk out a section of the base with the Fireball, right? Obviously, on these double invis bases, it's a pretty easy target. But with the Fireball, the best things that you can get are just a few Tier 1 defenses, an Invis or Spell Tower. The CC is really good, but I'm going to tell you right now, it is better to be safe and get a safe Fireball that creates a good funnel than it is to be really risky and then have your Fireball go weird or to lose your Warden early. Now, after you've Fireballed, you're going to put your Super Witches down, you're going to put your Siege Barracks and your Queen on the other side to kind of set the funnel on that side. That way, when your Super Witches get to where the Siege Barracks and the Queen are, they have nowhere to go but to the middle of the base. I delay putting my king down now because I have the Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball on him, and the combination is insane. This army is obviously a lot more expensive than the Hydra army, but it is so good. Well, you're going to watch this combo once you get to the middle of the base. when the Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball hit the Town Hall, it almost one-shots it. It's left with like just a few hundred hit points left. Okay, so now you can see my King's in. He hasn't tanked anything yet, which is what I want. I don't want him to be tanking until he gets to the core, because I want him to not die because he's not very tanky anymore. And watch when I activate his ability. Boom, Town Hall's dead in like a second. It's honestly kind of nuts. And I like to have an overgrowth with this army. The overgrowth, I usually use it almost always to deal with the second invis section if that's the case, or if that's not the case and it's not a double invis base, I use it with the Royal Champion to help her get a little bit more value, or to target the defenses that I want her to deal with first, right? The Royal Champion, I've got the Rocket Spear on this now because I just think that's going to be better than the Hog and Haste. So again, this army is a little bit more expensive, but I do think it is really good. So you can see this is basically how all of my hits went yesterday, right? Just extra spells, extra Druid that I don't even need to use, but I probably put it down. Yep, there it goes. And look how much army and stuff I've got left. But basically 3 of my 4 heroes are still alive and full health, basically. Royal Champions take a little bit of damage now, but this army is seriously so good. So with that being said, let's go ahead and just get through the rest of this attack, and then we will go into Legends League and test this one out all day today. All right, we've got a pretty good base to start off with. It's a double invis base. These ones are just, they're like hard countered by the Fireball. And what I like to do on this kind of base is I'll set my Warden down, have him deal with that mortar, and as soon as the mortar goes down, I'll invis these 2 other defenses on the side, and I will just launch my Fireball to the little section there. I don't need to get rid of everything. That's not the most important thing in the world, right? I just want to get this chunk of the base figured out. We're going to put 1 Druid with him. I like to do that just to be safe if I'm taking out defenses and stuff. And once he gets that mortar down, that's when we're going to invis. And we're going to get rid of a lot of those important defenses there. And then I'm going to put my Super Witches down. I want them to go in the same direction. And then we're going to put the Siege Barracks, again, like I said, and the Queen on the other side. We're actually going to wall break them into this section here. I'm going to use my Queen ability kind of early and use a Headhunter there. And then once we put our Baby Dragon here, this is going to help the troops here go to the middle of the base more. And that is a perfect wall break. Let's go ahead and get these guys to this section here. We're going to have somebody deal with that monolith eventually, I hope. Let's put a jump right there. Put an extra Druid with these guys. We're going to rage just to get my King a little bit further in the base. I don't really want to use my King ability until I'm like up against the clan castle or the town hall area, right? Because we're going to overgrowth this too really fast. And I'm going to hurry and just do that. What I want to do is get my King next to the town hall, because that is going to be the juiciest time to use his ability, and the combinations, honestly, it might be a little bit broken. It's kind of nuts. Royal Champion cleared up a lot of that stuff over there. Obviously, she's going to go down here in a second, but we want our King to get close to the town hall, hopefully, if we can. Hopefully, the Root Riders will help him get over there. Let's just use it now. It's in range. Oh my gosh, that just... that's pretty crazy. Let's hurry and rage these guys through this section here, and maybe we can wall break our Queen into there. I don't know that she's going to get that Ricochet Cannon. Actually, the Walrus froze it up a little bit, so that helps. We've got a lot of stuff that's still pretty healthy. That single tower is kind of annoying, but look at how much stuff we've got left. I think this is crushed. Let's just put our Queen up down. And then after this little area, they're going to go back and deal with that invis section. That's why the overgrowth is so good with the invis sections, because you block it out for a little bit, and then by the time it's dealt with, you've just got so much stuff left over that it's overwhelmed, and there's not really much that all of these defenses can do, right? All right, well, this base is obviously crushed, so let's go ahead. I will just let this replay play out, and we'll just keep testing out these Super Witches. But you can see, if you can let your King ability go off towards the center of the base, that it destroyed the Town Hall, right? The Town Hall took a little bit of damage from the Royal Champion, and then it was just dead after that, so pretty insane. All right, we've got 2 more hits left today with Super Witches. Let's go ahead and see what we do. Now, I'm thinking, as I have this new setup with the Super Witches, right? I'm kind of looking more for where do I want to activate my King ability, and it's like right where this sweeper is, like kind of by the scatter shot sweeper builder right in that area. So what I'm going to do is Siege Barracks this bottom area, Fireball this top area, and then we're going to kind of charge everybody through there. So that's kind of the plan. So let's Fireball right here real quick. Pretty easy Fireball, not very difficult. I'm going to actually put the Siege Barracks down right now. We're going to activate the Queen ability too. We're going to put the Baby Dragon right here, just so everybody goes into the middle. And then we're actually going to break that wall there so that they can get into the middle too. Let's jump anyway. I know that we're going to be using our king ability, but I just want everything to go that way just to be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And this is, again, the nice thing. When you get all frozen up by all these defenses and stuff, you just activate the ability and boom, all of the defenses in the area are just kind of dead, right? Look how much health the Town Hall has after that. It's a sliver. A sliver of health after that. Let's make this all invisible here so that we deal with the Town Hall. Oh, yeah, that's just so good. I really just... I don't even know what to say. Like, it's crazy how good this army is now. that combo with the hero equipment with the king is just nuts. All right, let's put our cleanup troops down over here. And look how much stuff we've already got. Like, it's crazy. Those druids are going to take out the monolith. Oh, my gosh. It's like the easiest 320s I've ever had in my life. Let's just rage the queen here. Oh, man. Look, I've got extra druids. I probably didn't even need to use these. I'm just putting stuff down so that they're not in my army afterwards. We're going to swag some stuff. I probably didn't even need that jump, right? Well, maybe it would have helped. It did help my king get a little further into base to get a nicer... It's like fireball, basically, is what it is. Oh, it's like having a second fireball. It's like pushing a button and instantly destroying everything in an overgrowth-sized area. That's what the king equipment is now. It's kind of nuts. This is it. Last hit of the day with the Super Witches. Can we go 320? I believe. Okay, we get a good base, too. We could just go for the invis. I'm going to jump the second and third layer of the wall. Did we already get this base? Or maybe one similar to it? I'm just going to invis that section right up there. And again, I hope there's a Tesla here that I can show you guys the trick. Nope, not showing you guys the trick. Doesn't want me to. That scatter shot might stay up. Oh, it doesn't. That's OP. Okay, let's get our king, or our warden, I mean, to come up this way. And then let's put our baby dragon right there. That seems like a good spot. We're going to jump here. We can also break here and here just to kind of help. We're going to use our queen ability right now because I want her to kill the buildings a little bit faster, create a better funnel for everything. We're going to jump just right here. Okay, I don't like that the CC came out as early as it did because now we're going to have to deal with that on top of everything else at the beginning with a single Inferno there. But, I mean, what do you do, right? Maybe the queen or somebody else can get it. Let's rage. Maybe we can get something in there to deal with that Inferno while everything's kind of frozen up. Maybe the big boy will. And then watch, when we get by the Town Hall, we'll just activate the king ability. Well, maybe we'll wait just a second, right? We don't need to do it right now. Maybe we'll wait till he's here. Oh my gosh! That's crazy. Let's put our last couple of druids in. And then look at this. Look at the back end. Like, there's no back end after you use the Royal Champion ability. It's crazy. By the way, obviously I'm not showing every single attack that I did today. Ended up going plus 302 with Hydra. One, I failed. I didn't bring a blimp, and I started attacking it, and I went to switch to a blimp, but I didn't have one, so I was like, oh, I guess I gotta use a balloon now, and it just didn't work very well, so... but that was the only fail with Hydra. With this, every single attack was like that, where it just was crushed, right? Every single attack. So after I get out of this, I'll show you guys that I went 320 with this, and I'll kind of talk to you, and I'll summarize both armies, and I'll tell you where I think that they're at in the meta, comparing them against each other and everything. And I'm going to give you the pros and cons of each army, too. So I'm going to break down each army, so stick around for that. All right, as you guys can see here, 320 with the Super Witches. I went plus 82 today. That's all 8 defenses, by the way. All 8. I went minus 238. That's crazy. So, to answer the question, I hate it when people beat around the bush and they don't really answer it. Which army's better, Super Witches or Hydra? Definitely 100% Super Witches. There's no other way about it. But there are some cons that Super Witch army has that the Hydra army does not have, right? It's much more free to play, so it's easier for people that don't have the Fireball leveled up or even don't have the Fireball at all. Obviously, that's going to be the army that you're going to want to use. So it's much more free to play, much easier to start out using that army. This army is expensive, right? Spiky Ball is expensive, Rocket Spear is expensive, Magic Mirror is expensive, Fireball is expensive. It's a very expensive army. Where Hydra, you can kind of mess with the equipment a little bit. Really, all you need is the Giant Arrow. The Healer Puppet's really nice. You don't really need anything fancy on the King. You can use the Hog and Haste just like I did. The other pro with the Hydra is it's absolutely easier to learn. It is such an easy attack. Literally, I have 1 days of experience and I went 302. And the one raid that I failed, I really screwed up by not bringing a blimp. I should have blimped the town hall in the center, but I didn't have a blimp. And so I kind of just panicked and used a stone slammer. And that didn't do anything. But so the Hydra army is still very good. Both armies are extremely good. You can have 320 days consistently with both. The Super Witch army is just definitely better. I absolutely walked every single base yesterday and today. I mean, it really wasn't even close on really any of the attacks other than the very first attack that I did yesterday. And that was because I screwed up a whole bunch of stuff. So Super Witches is definitely better. Hydra is cheaper, easier to do. And so they both kind of have their place, right? If you don't have all the equipment leveled up, Hydra is easy to learn. If you're a newer player, Hydra is easier to learn. But if you are looking for just the raw best attack, right now it's definitely Super Witches. Anyway, I appreciate you guys staying to the end. If you stuck around, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be putting out content like this a lot more often. We're going to be doing community events here soon. I have free sick bases that I paid a lot of money for. So make sure you stick around, subscribe. You're going to get that information, like, comment as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow.